So tell me, how did you first hear about your potential brother?
So I mean, my whole life I've heard that my dad supposedly had a kid, but I never met him, never seen him or anything of such. My sister had said that she met him at one point in time when she was younger, but with me in my life and how I grew up, I didn't really have contact with them until later on in life.
What was your family situation growing up?
I was raised in foster care from 2, and I aged out the system, but my grandmother did eventually get custody of me at 14.
Okay. What had your father told you about your potential brother then?
Well, he said that some lady was saying, oh, I supposedly have a son, but that ain't my son. She was already pregnant when me and him started even dating, and I'm like, okay. But supposedly he was around at some point in time, and something had happened that made him uncomfortable, and he's like, I'm not coming around, that's not my son. And when he told me the story, I'm like, well, Dad, if you felt uncomfortable as him being a child, you should have been a father and educated him on what was proper, what was not proper, as opposed to just shunning him and leaving his life completely.
Agreed. So when did you first make contact with Dolce, your potential brother?
He reached out to me. He sent me a Facebook message in 2012, and he asked me how I knew Tyron, and I was like, oh, that's my dad. And he's like, oh, you're my sister. And I'm like, oh, you're the one, hi. And so I went and I started looking at his Facebook page and looking at his pictures and stuff, and he resembled my dad and my younger sister so much that I went to my daughter's room, who at the time was 7, and I'm like, who did he look like? She's like, Pop. And I'm like, right, okay. And then I told her the story, and then from that point on, I was like, okay, well, we need to figure it out.
Well, we have that first message he sent you. Can I see it? It said, blank, who blank to you, my father, and you are, he's my father too, and you're my sister. Really, I would like to meet you. Me too. What's your name? Accept my request. My name, I'm sure, but everyone calls me Buttonz. Did Tyron ever tell you that you had a brother? So when did you finally meet up for the first time?
Maybe like a year later at Gay Pride. I was there with my best friend, and I got a tap on my shoulder, and I turn around, and I'm like, oh my God, like he looked just like my dad to me. And I'm like, oh my God, hey. And you know, we hug, we start talking. And from that point on, like we've been so close.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, that was Pride. That was Pride.
Oh, that's amazing. So what similarities have you noticed between you and Dolce?
We're kind of bougie.
Yeah, you both bougie.
We're kind of bougie, you know. We really like,
then we can be cousins too, because
you know,
I'm bougie, bro, okay?
And we apply ourselves in lives.
Yes.
And he ended up living with me for 2 years. And at that point in time, I just seen like we meshed well. Our energies was the same. We're just like-minded.
Wow.
Our hearts.
So you've gotten close since 2012 with this connection. Y'all have gotten close. The fact that y'all live together. So this is your brother, though you have no confirmation.
I don't know who else he could be, you know? Because it's like, again, when I first seen his pictures, when he sent that message, I went to the photos and I'm like, it's too many similarities in my mind. I look at the height, me and him are like the shorties, and my sisters are tall and my dad isn't tall, so I'm like, and then we got these ears, you know? Like, nobody got these ears but me and my daughter and him, so.
What have your other family members said about all this?
They are not accepting at all. They don't think that it's his son. They're like, oh, we don't want any more siblings. And I'm like, that's not your choice. If that's his son, you got more siblings. Like, at the end of the day,
what would be their apprehension? I mean, he's an innocent child who has nothing to do with it. What would be
he's
their
an
apprehension?
innocent child, but he happens to be a gay male.
Which
is still crazy. Like, I met him at Gay Pride. I'm a lesbian, you know? I am so, like, super gay. So it's like, what's the problem? You guys accept me.
But you wouldn't accept him.
But you won't accept him, you know? And it's just this whole bias of a man.
Yeah, I hear that. So why is this DNA test important to you?
Because he deserves to know, and I would like to shut everybody up. Because I mean, it's just so they're negative. And it's not his fault that he doesn't know. He has a right to have his family. He has a right to know who his family is ultimately.
Yeah. Well, I think it's time to hear from your potential brother. So everyone, please welcome Dolce to the show. Hey, Dolce, how you doing? You look great, too.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, right? So how do you feel about what was just said?
It's true. Everything she said was true.
So what were you told about your father growing up?
Basically, I had a father that existed, but he didn't want to be in my life. So I made it, you know, to reach out to her. And
is Buttonz' father's listed on your birth certificate?
No, it's another man.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is doubt there then. If there's another man.
There's a lot of doubt. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever met your potential father?
Yes, I have met him 5 times.
5 times.
Yeah.
And what were those interactions like?
Hi and bye, and that was it.
Wow. Why do you think that is?
Because I'm gay. I don't know.
Yeah.
So?
Yeah.
And fabulous.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. Were you aware that he's been denying you?
Yes, she told me. And my mom has told me as well.
So how did you find out about Buttonz?
I actually went through Facebook and I saw her last name and I reached out to her and I was like, are you, you may be my potential sister.
Yeah. Have you tried to build a relationship with your other potential family members?
I'm not building a relationship with a person that don't want a relationship with me.
I hear that.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting a ping, and it's from Button's sister, Jury. Let's hear what she had to say.
I'm Jury. I'm Button's older sister, and I'm going to say what Buttonz doesn't want to hear. Dolce is definitely not our brother. I trust my dad, and trust me, if he had a son, he would be claiming him. He would have never denied anything. He would have never been gone. I'm always going to be on my father's side. If he says this is not our brother, then this is not our brother. Buttonz, I'm sorry to say this, but the test is going to say the real truth. He's not our father's son.
Wow. It's always so interesting to me that children who are not around when the adults made those decisions all have an opinion.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what I've said. I've literally been going at it with my siblings about this. I'm like, you guys can't, oh, we don't want any more siblings. That's not your choice.
Right.
He has a right to know. And
Exactly.
who am I to be the person that's like, oh, I'm not going to accept you because you don't know who your father
Right.
is.
Yeah.
If you were told that this is your dad, then this is your dad.
Right.
You're my brother until we find out the
Yeah.
other.
Why? Yes, great. So question, why hasn't your father, if this has been around since 2012, taken the opportunity to do the DNA test himself?
She has more of a connection with him.
Yeah, I
So-
would say the fact of the matter is, in my opinion, if you have 3 other children and you weren't even a father to them, you're not really
He's just a
caring
sperm donor.
about if indeed
That's what it is.
Got it.
Yeah.
got
you're
it.
a father to someone else.
Got
you
it,
know?
got it. So he has never been a good father to you or your other
None of
siblings?
No, we were raised in foster care.
Has he made amends for that?
With his grandchildren. Me, not particularly, because I stay away. Because I am a lesbian and I'm his daughter, I'm his son.
Got
in a
it.
weird
Wow.
way, you
Yeah.
know? And he'll come over watch football with me. He'll come over watch boxing. But that's it. And once my grandmother died, we kind of like dissipated, you know,
Got
in a
it.
sense. So.
Got it. What does this DNA truth mean to you, Dolce?
I need validation. I need to get some clarity. I want to shut people up and tell people the truth about
Yes.
what's going on. So, I mean, I give Buttonz, she's been there all my life. Like from, I can't even speak. Like, thank you for being there.
You don't have to thank me. It's like, that's what I'm supposed to do. That's what life is supposed to
Yeah,
bring,
yeah.
you know? And I had the luxury of knowing my mom and all her kids, so
Yeah,
I
because
couldn't imagine.
2012, I was just thinking she was going to shut the door on me. So, but she opened her eyes to me. So
And
thank
that's
you.
because that's what my sisters did.
Here you go.
Thank you.
My sisters shut the door. You know, they didn't invite him in any type of way.
Yeah. Well, I have to ask you, even though you've been there since 2012, what happens if this DNA truth comes back that he's not your brother?
He's still gonna be my brother.
still
Like
gonna be-
he
I'm
is
still
my
gonna be
brother.
there, yeah.
He's my daughter's uncle. You know, my daughter.
I'll
like,
ask you,
bless
Dolce,
him.
as well. If there is another man on your birth certificate, what would that make you feel if that was the truth?
Disappointed,
Yeah.
you know, because I've been searching for this almost 38 years of my life. So, yeah.
Well, I think it's time for the DNA truth so that you can get the answer. It's been 38 years, like you said, that you've been
Yes.
searching for the DNA truth. And in this envelope, is that truth for you? This is not my truth to open, it is yours.
Before I open this Buttonz, whatever the results may be, we're still gonna be there for each other. This is for all the haters. So,
I love you, and that's that.
All right.
We've always been here, and it's not gonna change.
okay.
I told
my
you.
sister.
I told you. I knew it. I promise you guys, I knew it when I took that phone in there, and I can
This
show
is
the
for the
phone to a
haters.
7-year-old child.
I am
and
your
a
family member.
7-year-old child. Oh my God, I knew it.
Here you go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Oh my God.
So you said to the haters, I am your sibling.
Yes.
I am your family.
Yes.
How good does it feel to have that confirmation and know?
It felt really good because I connected with her, and it's like I'm really hers.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's say we were bougie together. I knew it, you know? Oh my God.
Wow.
And I can't wait to call my daughter. Woo.
That's beautiful. I'm really
Thank
happy
you so
for
much.
you. Because in all sincerity, the rejection you felt was
Yes.
not, you shouldn't have gotten.
Yeah.
And one thing that is a lesson that people I hope can learn from you all is what you've done. Is that when a child comes forward and says, this is what I've been told, you embrace them,
Yeah.
you show them love, you give them support. Because without you, this could have been different.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know?
Getting
And
this
I'm
is
sure
like
it
so
did.
real right now. Like
It's validating.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Thank
it's
you so much.
vindicating. So that audio that was played,
Okay.
what? Not happening. Like, you're wrong. So you're going to feel upset when the results come out
Right.
that this is your brother. So you get a DNA test now. How about that?
Now that the DNA test has been shown, do you think your other siblings will come around?
Yes, because they like to be a part of stuff, and they don't want to be left out. But again, they left themselves out this whole time.
Got it,
you
got
know?
it. Will you have space in your heart to forgive them?
I'm open to the idea.
Oh,
you know,
good.
I got open arms.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you two have each other. You know what I
Yes.
mean? You know, in our community, we say the community is our family.
Yes.
And at a Pride celebration,
Right.
you actually found your family.
Yes.
I'm so happy for you both.
Thank you so
Seriously.
much.
You deserve this moment so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, listen, everyone, thank you for being with us. Make sure to come back next time, friends, so we can keep talking and growing. I love you all.